I'm going to have words with this computer. It'll just be me having words with it. It won't really reply, but you know. Hello. What time did you lose me last time? When the boy was saying you are a monster and an ogre? Or, around what? Be my first victim. Yep. Yep. Oh, Victor is Yeah, you shall be my first victim. Oh, I know, I'm just gonna have to go out into the woods, clamp my arms by my sides, and run around all night howling like a dog. Because that is how I express pain. I learned it from watching you, creator. Yeah. Well, you belong to Frankenstein, you belong to my enemy, to him towards whom I have sworn eternal revenge. You shall be my first victim. The child still struggled and loaded me with epithets which carried despair to my heart. I grasped his throat to silence him, and in a moment he lay dead at my feet. I gazed on my victim, and my heart swelled with exultation and hellish triumph. Clapping my hands, I exclaimed, I too can create desolation. My enemy is not invulnerable. This death will carry despair to him, and 1,000 other miseries shall torment and destroy him. Feels like what YouTube's doing to me. As I fixed my eyes on the child, I saw something glittering on his breast. I took it. It was a portrait of a most lovely woman. In spite of my malignity, it softened and attracted me. For a few moments, I gazed with delight on her dark eyes, fringed by deep lashes, and her lovely lips. But presently my rage returned. I remembered that I was forever deprived of the delights such beautiful creatures could bestow, and that she whose resemblance I contemplated would, in regarding me, have changed that air of divine benignity to one of expressive of disgust and affright. This is the moment that the monster becomes incel, or realizes he is incel. Not sure. Yeah. Bedwetting, we don't know about. Setting fires, tick. So he's got 2 out of 3 of the serial killer triad. Also, you are never going to get to sleep with that woman because she's dead. She's Frankenstein's dead mama. And she's your like science grandma. Can you wonder that such thoughts transported me with rage? I only wonder that at that moment, instead of venting my sensations and exclamations in agony, I did not rush among mankind and perish in the attempt to destroy them. Mr. Adam Frankenstorm, that's your grandmama. Indeed. While I was overcome by these feelings, I left the spot where I had committed the murder, and seeking a more secluded hiding place, I entered a barn which had appeared to me to be empty. A woman was sleeping on some straw. She was young, not indeed so beautiful as her whose portrait I held, but of an agreeable aspect and blooming in the loveliness of youth and health. Here, I thought, is one of those whose joy imparting smiles are bestowed on all but me. And then I bent over her and whispered, Awake, fairest, thy lover is near. He who would give his life but to obtain one look of affection from thine eyes. My beloved, awake! I don't care what the dude looks like. You wake me up like that, I'm going to freak out. The sleeper stirred. A thrill of terror ran through me. Should she indeed awake and see me and curse me and denounce the murderer? Thus would she assuredly act if her darkened eyes opened and she beheld me. Thought was madness. It stirred the fiend within me. Not I, but she shall suffer. The murder I have committed because I am forever robbed of all that she could give me, she shall atone. The crime had its source in her, be hers the punishment. Thanks to the lessons of Felix and the sanguinary laws of man, I had learned now to work mischief. Mischief managed. I bent over her and placed the portrait securely in one of the folds of her dress. She moved again, and I fled. For some days I haunted the spot where these scenes had taken place, sometimes wishing to see you, sometimes resolved to quit the world and its miseries forever. At length I wandered towards these mountains, and have ranged through their immense recesses, consumed by a burning passion which you alone can gratify. We may not part until you have promised to comply with my requisition. I am alone and miserable. Man will not associate with me, but one as deformed and horrible as myself would not deny herself to me. My companion must be of the same species and have the same defects. This being you must create. And we're at the end of the chapter. The creature is the first incel. Oh, bless. I mean, you don't know that girl wouldn't sleep with you. I mean, she probably wouldn't, but you don't know that no girl is going to sleep with you, creature. Yeah. Yeah. Although, Frankenstein isn't the government, but the same difference. You got to make me a girlfriend or I will go crazy. I'll go ballistic. Thank you, Alex. Thank you guys so much for being here when we had to sort of jump between 3 videos. But I'm pretty sure that monster fuckers. Yeah, there's plenty of people out there who are, enjoy something out of the usual way, perhaps. Thank you, guys. I should probably go now so I can get ready for D&D, but it has been good. And I do not think that Victor knows what the creature was leading up to with his request. So that's going to be pretty funny in the next chapter. But, yeah. Thanks for being here. Wash your hands. I'm a doctor, and I mustn't be vexed. And I'm going to go out howling all night. Yeah, that's a bit rich, me calling Victor Frankenstein oblivious when you're our dungeon master and we never understand what's going on ever. We are so stupid. And I am sorry. I'm an angel. Yeah. I want you to make a horrible monster who looks just like me. And I think I look disgusting, by the way, but I'm pretty sure it'll want to sleep with me. Yeah, nothing could go wrong. But yeah, hug your body pillows tight, you guys. All right. Bye. True, Alex. Bye-bye.